Welcome back to Tale of Two Towns. We're getting headway into the next week of summer. Not as many especially interesting things happen in the summer at Tale of Two Towns as they do in Hero of Leaf Valley, but we do get typhoons.
Fun!
The game gets interesting during a big storm. Unlike earlier games like Harvest Moon 64, you can go outside during a typhoon and do your work.
What?
But the game still tries to hinder you anyway.
Well, yeah, because the same person wouldn't go out in a typhoon and try to water their fucking plants.
Well, you don't. There's rain during a typhoon. You don't need to water them.
Why would you go outside then?
Because everything else needs tending to.
Screw that!
You'll see when we get there. The typhoon comes tomorrow.
Oh, joy of joys.
And since we've already been through the first week of summer, we've sort of seen everything that gets established. Once again, we're going to be breezing through the season.
Ooh, rain. I was enjoying the sound of rain, and then the distorted jingle hurt my ears.
That's why I turned the volume down. During the rain in summer, you can catch a giant catfish.
Okay. Why'd you throw it back?
Because you can't hang on to it. It's one of the kingfish. There's 4 of them. There's another one that's a snapping turtle, which I think we also get during the summer. And in the fall, there's another one. I think it's like a giant salamander or something.
What the? That's
Or
not a fish!
Or an eel. Well, yeah. But there's also one during winter that you can't get unless you've seen all of them. One of the other ones, you can only get during spring. So you literally have to take 2 years in order to see all the kingfish.
The final one's Cthulhu, isn't it?
Not near, no. I like how I learned to cook something that, judging by the ingredients, isn't sushi at all. It's Typhoon Day.
Hooray. Your floor is so dusty. You kick up so much dirt.
Those are speed lines.
But are they cool?
Well, with Dio doing it. So when you go outside during a typhoon, you just get pushed off to the left. And that's basically it. It rains and you get pushed.
What a hindrance.
But if you get on your horse, who doesn't give a shit about the rain, you don't get pushed at all. Your horse is solid as fuck.
Meanwhile, every sane person is in their homes.
Right.
Okay, I'm always confused. Hurricane, typhoon, fucking the water spout. What is a typhoon again?
I don't know the difference.
Isn't it? It's like a hurricane, but it's on the other coast to go in the opposite way.
Could be. There's a random item you can get during the rain. During a stormy day as a letter in a bottle. I think you can use that for an upgrade later, but it's so far away there's no point in hanging on to it.
Too bad it's not a genie in a bottle.
Can I wish for this game to go easier for me? Admittingly, this game is addictive as fuck. I've already recorded up into the first week of winter.
Ugh. I'm not even thinking about winter. Don't mention winter again. It's already getting cold.
We'll have to get there eventually.
No!
There it is, the snapping turtle.
It's not a fish.
Splut. That's the only thing that can actually splash in those little ponds. That was just a look of, I don't know how to make a good salad.
What the fuck do we do with salad?
As the two mayors go about hating each other less, their trash talk gets a lot more boring.
It wasn't boring to begin with.
It gets worse, is what I mean.
At least cringe-inducing induces an emotion of some sort.
You have to put a dead thing into it.
Not necessarily.
The doctor and the child are your best cooks.
Well, who says doctors can't cook?
And the doctor, the child, and the botanist are your best cooks.
Well, salad.
Actually, that's a good point.
Ha!
She's a child. What does she care about salad?
I liked salad when I was little.
But did you know the ins and outs of it? Would you have been able to win a contest with your salad?
Hey, you don't know child me.
Oh, along with the adamantite, I get something new. Because Pierre liked my food.
You got a triangle. No, that's not a triangle.
What shape is that?
It's a diamond.
Oh, yeah. I guess so.
It's two triangles, so...
It's worth about as much as a diamond probably would be. Look at that, 4 hearts.
Bitchin'.
Again, adamantite is only really good for selling. By this point, we're so far off from it having any upgrade use.
I figured out why the Harvest Goddess... her face just makes me want to slap her.
Ayami looks sneaky all the time.
Yeah, she does.
I joked about the poison apple, but you don't know if I meant it or not.
No. You don't want to know what dead things I put in my salad. That's the face. That's the I want to slap you face.
Where she's just looking at you with a wave.
I have no idea. I don't know why. Bugs.
I love the thought of this little bug just sitting there while this little girl jumps at him. Got here.
Why is it blue?
Because it's summer. She's basically signaling you, no, slap me, come on. I don't catch them by choice, ma'am.
Especially Toodles.
Toodles! There's the gift that the gourmet gave me. Just the bronze statue of himself. Somebody doesn't have an ego.
It's like the Merchants Guild fucking thing from Wind Waker.
Yeah. Oh, golden egg! You get those by entering your chicken into the chicken festival and winning, but there's only a 33% chance every day that it'll be a golden egg, and that doesn't mean that it'll show up 1/3 of the time. Basically, it seems like the longer it goes on, the less likely it'll be a golden egg.
And to reward the chicken, you throw it into the wall.
It likes it.
If you say so.
Speaking of animals...
Lamb!
Lamb. I can't get another one, sadly.
Damn it!
I'm full up on barn animals, so I'm gonna buy a fuck ton of chickens.
Is that a pun or something?
I think it's a Harvest Moon character.
Skirble. No.
That was a Zelda character. These are all sort of general requests. People ask me, like, Swan, name a chicken a different type of bird. And the rest of these are Harvest Moon NPCs. And save the best for last.
My dad.
Can't buy any more. I have so many chickens now.
Me again! Oh, fuck. You aren't called for!
Do a better one. I'm just riding between towns. She stops me. Hey, you rode your horse for several thousand steps. You needed to know this.
I also just kind of want to chop off the buns on the side of her head. I don't know why I'm so violent towards the harvest goddess in this one.
Buying a ton of radishes, because they're the only real crop I can get. Them and corn. But there's a special type of crop here in grain bags. Those count as grains. Soybeans aren't necessarily actual grains, but they sort of count like it. They're a special type of crop. You do not have to water them at all.
Oh.
You just plant them and leave them, but it takes between a month to 2 months for them to grow.
He's a very cute tiny man.
And he likes to joke and to laugh.
I figured out why Cam's my favorite. He kind of looks like you, a little bit.
And his green eyes. Careful, careful.
His favorite color is purple.
Probably. Well, mine's black.
Oh, I thought it was purple. Black's not a color. It's a shade.
Well, then pretend it's ridiculously dark purple.
Okay. Don't argue with me, I'm an artist.
I used to be an artist too, you know.
Yeah.
Until the war.
Until the war.
One thing I'm very happy that they took out of this game that's in a lot of other Harvest Moons. In those, if you planted any seeds while it's raining, there's a good chance that they'll get washed away the next day, and you'd have to replant them.
Ugh.
But in Tale of Two Towns, they don't have that. Probably because there's variable weather. Like, it can start out sunny, but the second half of the day, it might rain, and that would be a complete slap in the face.
Okay, these, it seems very dangerous you throwing these very small birds.
Oh, they don't care. They're made of rubber.
But if... I'm just thinking of realistic tiny babies.
They're not realistic,
But...
tiny babies. They're little yellow blobs.
I've held a chick before. They are fragile.
Well, these are tough.
Okay.
Bill Ford tough.
They're malleable. They bounce.
There's also a crap ton of them. There's 10 in this coop now. And trying to pet all of them is an endeavor unto itself. I end up checking the animal stats every day just to make sure I pet them all.
She kind of looks like she becomes Alice in Hero of Leaf Valley. Because of the hair.
Oh god, she does.
She just goes gray prematurely from stress.
Maybe she is so obsessed with her brother that she does not want him to get any girlfriend. Pretty much everyone in Harvest Moon likes bugs for some reason, so you're kind of shit out of luck, Cheryl.
It's like the opposite of real life. Where nobody likes bugs. Except for ladybugs. What a punishment that would be.
Oh no, a character I don't like ignoring me. I got a ton of milk for that one, though. She asked me to find a really rare bug.
You put it in her pillow as she sleeps.
Fucking wish.
I'm just being a bitch today to everyone. This is my leftover bile from work. I'm not allowed to say it to the customers, so I just take it out on goddesses and children.
Do you want to tell a story you told me of what someone tried to pull today?
No, they didn't try, they succeeded. Somebody had torn open a box of granola bars like an animal. Like, they didn't even open it like a normal person. They ripped a hole in the cardboard and stole, like, 3 granola bars out of the box and just left the rest in the aisle. People...
Roses!
Pretty! Roses
make excellent gifts.
They do.
They're expensive as shit, but they make excellent gifts.
It's just like real life.
What I like to do is not actually plant roses necessarily. Like, I'll buy some seeds because they're good for selling. But for the most part, just buy roses from Cam. There's different colors for each season. And pretty much every rose is a good gift for Cam, as well as a few other characters which I'll be getting into.
You just buy the rose from him and then give it back to him.
Pretty much. But I buy a shit ton of them, and I hang on to them and I give them over the day. So, like, every day I give him a slightly less fresh rose. But he still likes it.
He's just very polite. He doesn't want to say anything about the wilted stem you've given him.
It used to smell nice.
A single petal on a wilted stem.
Today is Tana's birthday.
You got the blushy stickers.
Unfortunately, I didn't have any chili peppers to make his favorite food, but he does like pretty much every other type of curry, so I just gave him one of those.
How could you?
In this game, when you give someone a gift on their birthday, you get 3 times the amount of friendship points that the gift would normally give you.
Cool. Oh, by the way, you were wondering why nobody picked the little doctor in training guy? It's because he looks like he's 5. That's why. You were like, he's so cute, what's wrong with you guys? I'm like, yeah, he's cute, he looks like a toddler.
Not that young. There are actual toddlers in this game, you know what those look like.
I was using hyperbole.
Fuck you, Harvest Goddess. You can finally do what you call cooking.
Really? Well, I thought I'd been cooking before.
Finally, I have corn. Burning a candle of corn. Corn is actually not used for many recipes. It's surprisingly useless.
Though, think about it, what in real life, what recipes require corn?
Well, not so much corn itself, but like, everything uses corn syrup these days.
Yeah. But like, corn recipe, corn on the cob, butter, there.
Which I think is a recipe in this game.
Oh my god. It's like the one accurate recipe in Harvest Moon. You boil corn and put butter on it. Perfect.
Another cookie festival because not much interesting happens.
Cause why the fuck not?
This day was a soup, and I didn't have a single onion, and for whatever reason, every goddamn soup requires an onion.
That's cause if you look in any soup recipe, you need onions.
But I can't get fucking onions, because they don't sell the fucking seeds.
It's okay,
You can't actually get onions from, Riho, I think is his name? The little kid over in Konohana. Some of his requests get you onions.
Yeah.
But not in time for the fucking cooking festival. So I ended up just sort of sitting in the sidelines. This is actually probably the best thing I could have done. As you saw before, when you win, after a certain point, you just get adamantite, which is worth a lot of money, but you can't do anything with. If you lose the cooking festival, you actually get seeds for plants that you can't actually buy until later years. So, depending on how far into the season you are, it might actually be more beneficial to throw the contest.
Don't let Rutger know you're sabotaging them.
Oh, the best part is, you don't even need to enter the cookie festival to get a reward for it. See, look at this.
Thanks for hanging out.
I sat in the back. And I got tomato seeds. Unlike all other Harvest Moons, where tomatoes are one of the first things you can't get them until year 2, but now I can buy them.
Sweet deal.
Unfortunately, it's way too late into the season for that, so I just have to plant the one. Look at that. Barely did anything.
Amazing. They're practically best buds. What are you talking about? Best friends forever.
Corn, you worked your hardest. But there's a new crop in town.
Motherfucking tomatoes.
I got 1 corn out of that stalk.
He tried his best.
What's really annoying? Going into another rant here. You might have seen before, there are some requests for items that you can't get. Like, people will put up requests for items you can't get until year 2.
Oh, yeah.
And further on, like including things that you can't get for several years, and like things you would have to make yourself, but it requires so many farm expansions in order just to get the tools to do it. You don't know why they're even an option to put up. For some reason, everyone this season just wanted tomato salad. Just everybody wanted it, and I couldn't get tomatoes until like the last week of this fucking season.
You sound like you're about to start crying.
Oh, I actually sort of physically can't cry unless I'm laughing really hard.
Oh, hon.
I just get really angry and frustrated.
That's not a good alternative. As opposed to me, who cries at the drop of a hat.
Pushover Pierre.
What? Pushover Pierre?
I think that's his name. The gourmet.
Oh.
With the huge hat. It's doubly sad because he's cute and it looks sad.
Oh, I thought you were like naming a character that I would be Pushover Pierre. with like a curly mustache.
No, that's Chester.
I don't know why.
Pushover Pierre would work. You are Canadian.
And I am a pushover. But I'm not French.
You're Canadian. As far as anyone cares, that's close enough.
Creme brulee.
Even though you're nowhere near Quebec. Creme brulee, motherfucker.
Au bon pain.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I thought the name was funny.
Because bread in French is spelt pain.
Yeah. Bread is pain.
Bread's hardcore, man.
Yeah, apparently you just put flour into a pot and you got it.
Don't you know it can save villages?
But it can't save your cooking festival.
And it can't save your marriage.
You know, Cam barely knows us by this point. A little early to be thinking about ruining the marriage with bread.
I was thinking about Dio and the kid.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
It's for the best. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
We'll see you all next time.
If I'm still alive.